I wanted to start this live stream off by saying CJ scared the crap out of me.
It just started live. It started again.
I know,
Okay.
but you,
All right.
you scared me saying that I need this very formal introduction. So my name is Stephanie. I am the Queen of Reef, and I am here interviewing CJ's Aquariums today. Is that formal enough for you?
That's good. That's a great start.
You made
Hey,
me
we
really
we
nervous.
are here. We are live.
Yeah, I know.
And sorry everyone that was hanging out on the other stream and the plug got pulled on it, had some technical difficulties. Was not her fault. It was an issue on my end. I'm just a guy with a phone and I cause issues. I apologize. But if y'all could, we got a bad like to dislike ratio right now. Everybody hit that thumbs up. Show us some love for the first live stream hangout. Everybody hit it right now. 25 people. We need 25 thumbs up. There y'all go. You like it? You like thumbs up, right?
I love the thumbs up. Yeah, go. Oh my god. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Like and subscribe.
There y'all go. All right, we're here. So what's going on?
What's going on? What have you been up to?
Well, I'll tell you what. Busy with the tank. Just recording some footage for the next reef update. The bounce back
What's that
again.
bounce back?
Mm. But I tell you what, I just came across your channel and kind of YouTube and all of that. And it's always interesting seeing ladies in the hobby. And I've seen you had your fair share of things going on, right? So where are you at right now with your tank? What's going on?
Okay. You probably haven't come across my channel or anything, but a tank crashed recently. So that was fun. The first tank crash I've ever had. So yeah, it sucked. But I'm rebuilding. I got corals the other day. And they're doing well, but it's difficult, going through that for the first time, I guess.
You didn't hide it though. That's one thing. You didn't hide it.
What do
You shared what happened. You told everyone what happened. You came out and spoke about it and all those things. That's something that I've had to do multiple times, unfortunately. But
you
it's okay.
for it though?
It's okay. It's better to get it out. I've had a lot of issues with this system that, to be honest, I didn't expect to happen. This is like the fourth tank I've set up, but I started it different than I usually do. So, hey, when you do things that you've never tried before, sometimes you learn things. All right. Let me see. Hey, everybody in the chat, if you guys got questions at all, go ahead and drop them. You got anything you want to know or any questions you have for me or for Queen of Reef?
So I gotta know though, when are you starting your reefing ASMR channel?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. All right, you say you guys can't hear me. Can you hear me okay? Do I sound okay? I got a Bluetooth mic on. What do you think? Do I sound okay?
Sounds just fine.
No? Okay. Maybe it's just him. I'll speak up. How about this? Okay, everybody sound blushing. But no, I don't know how that works. Obviously, you think that I could just use my voice to make sounds and I don't know. You
Okay.
you did say something about writing me a script.
To write you a script?
Yeah, you did say something about writing me a script of what you wanted me to say.
I don't do scripts though. I don't like that. I think your voice is just soothing enough as it is. So you should definitely start an ASMR reefing channel.
How would that work though? Am I supposed to like talk about the tanks, or am I supposed to make noises? I don't know how those channels work out. I think some of
Jay,
those
I
channels is
legit think you already have an ASMR channel. You just don't realize it.
oh my
Because
goodness.
everybody loves your voice. It's like, okay, before I even knew who you were, it was all like CJ's voice. Like, CJ's voice is relaxing and so soothing, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, dang, who is this CJ? Like, what's up with this voice? And I went to your channel. I was like, dang, okay, now I get it. So you already have it going. You should just target it as
Okay.
ASMR.
All right, I got you. Listen, I love advice. I will take the advice. Everyone in the comments, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I should he said somebody said blow bubbles in my tank? Hey, oh man. Hey, I'll try it. You give me a good title and give me a good way to break into that market. I don't think anyone ever has had one of those kind of channels before, and I love being first in some things. So as long as you'll watch it, you got it. There you go.
I'll watch your
There you go.
ASMR
There
briefing
you
video.
go.
They're the best ASMR videos on YouTube. Seriously. You already got the talent. You already got the talent. You just got to make the video.
Yeah. I'll
But
tell you what though. I'll tell you one thing that has helped though. Someone said the buttermilk. Listen, don't be telling Barry my secrets. The buttermilk I drink out of my Be Easy mug, but sometimes it's just the microphone. To be honest, a lot of people, I don't know what mics they use because I only use my cell phone. I don't use anything else to make videos. I don't use a computer or anything.
that's
So,
wild. I thought you were using one of those fancy mics to get that
mm-mm,
good
nope,
voice.
no, just the iPhone 8s Plus, which is what I'm using right now to join on this Hangout. And I did get I don't know where it is, but a little lapel mic, one of those $6, $7 lapel mics off Amazon. That's it. So
Yeah. I
just
thought you were,
record, shoot.
after listening to your videos, I'm like, dang, I should upgrade my microphone. I'm still using iPhone, so.
Mm-mm. No, you're fine. So you just use a phone to do your recording and editing. How do you make your videos? I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, I use my phone. I told myself I'm not gonna. Okay, so I just got my first paycheck ever, and I'm thinking of using that to upgrade my camera for my YouTube videos and everything, and get like a fancy mic and all that.
Hmm.
But another part of me is like, wait, I should make money off of YouTube first or something like that. But just use my phone, and I use iMovie to edit. Yeah, iMovie.
There you go. That's the exact same thing I use. So that's good. So you actually kind of make yours kind of like mine. That's good to know. So did
Yeah.
you got the paid version of iMovie, or did you just use the free version?
There's a paid movie of iMovie.
Yeah.
What?
they, they haven't updated it, and I swear it's been like 3 years since they've actually updated it, which is kind of BS because I've been a huge iMovie user, probably like 200 videos I've made on there, and they haven't updated it. But yeah, you got to pay for it so you can get the extra, transitions and stuff.
No freaking way. I just use the limited stuff they give you on the free version. I don't know there was all this cool stuff, but
Oh man, look at everybody in the chat. Relax, everybody, relax. Hey, I'll tell you what, we
Rico.
got yeah. Look at Rico. I think there's like 50 people watching you right now.
That's wild because like nobody ever watches my videos anyway. So
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. All right, let me see. Look at everybody going. And here they go. The cheeks, they talking about I'm blushing and all of that. Man, I gotta relax. I haven't blushed since 1992, man. And y'all would never see it if I did. All right, y'all would never see it if I did. I'll tell you what. 45 people watching. Everyone do us a favor. Everybody hit that thumbs up for her video because we hanging out tonight. We chilling.
thumbs
We
up.
sipping our sauce. She's sipping her sauce. So we just gonna we just gonna see where this goes.
Right, we have
See where this
nothing
goes.
planned for this video, so
Look at everybody. See, everyone loves you. Everyone loves you. They watch all your videos. You see that? You got tons of love and support out
Correct.
there.
We love you. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
But
Oh goodness. All
okay.
right. So
So
go
what is
ahead. Go
up
ahead.
with this like you and Rico drama? Because I'm not in the loop.
The
But
the the Rico drama.
yeah, what is up with that? I see you haven't added anything in your tank, and that's some dramatic
Ah, you talking about the challenge?
the challenge.
The challenge.
I want to know
Oh
about
man.
the challenge.
Okay. It's the JBJ 65 challenge, and the worst part is I started it. You
You
know, I
start,
called them out. I had been out of the hobby for like 9 months. I took a break, for reasons out of my control. I had to break down my last tank. And I had this tank, and I was like, hey, Rico, you got the same tank? And then he said, yeah. I was like, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and see who can make the best tank 1 year from now. It sounded like a good idea when I started it. It really did. But
what is Rico winning her now?
I ain't gonna say he's winning. I got some rounds left. It's a 12 round bout. It's a 12 round bout. I think the first round he kind of jumped out. The second round I came in with my aqua skate, and I think everyone was like CJ, CJ, CJ. Then he did some damn live stream to where he just went coral crazy. You know this guy has an LFS in his basement. I don't know if you've ever seen his basement, but he went coral crazy. I'm in the chat. I'm at work. I'm like, man, go ahead, just put one coral in. He was like, okay. He gets up 1 hour later. He's dropped like 40 corals in his tank. He made me watch 40 corals go in.
Did
So
you that, huh? Dang.
I don't know. What you think though? You think I got a chance? You think I got a chance to take down Rico?
Oof. Can't take sides, but I mean, I was in that live video actually. And I respect your way of tackling all of this. Patience is key. So I
Hmm.
respect that. Nothing can be made overnight. So I'm
Hmm.
not gonna say I'm Rico or CJ or anything like that, but I think
Hmm.
you're on a good, yeah.
Okay, that's a good politically correct answer. That's fine.
Gotta be.
That's fine. I like it. I'll take that. You don't want to choose sides. Hey, everybody in the chat, y'all already know what's going on. I'm
Because
relaxing right now. I ain't got no fish. All my fish died. All my fish died.
wait, your
I
fish.
only got one shrimp. Yeah, they all died.
What? What happened?
Honestly, I
You're,
still haven't figured it out yet. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if it was putting them in too fast or a contaminant issue. I think it was more of some kind of contaminant issue, is what I'm thinking. But we're
it'd be
still
like that
rolling.
sometimes, though. It'd be
Yeah,
like
it
that
is.
sometimes. Like,
It
and
is.
people like online, especially, they really hate, but be like that sometimes.
There you go. All right. I'm trying to keep an eye here, but yeah, that's kind of the challenge. I don't know. Do you have anyone like who do you share your hobby with?
What do you mean?
Like who do you talk to about it? Who do you share your tank with? You're like, because I don't have anyone here locally with me. There's nobody. I mean, there's a couple people that I've met on YouTube, but as far as like friends and family and all of that, nobody is really into this. I got a cousin that's starting to get into it, but who do you have? Who's your reef tank buddy?
Well, in in Dallas, I really don't know anyone that messes with this hobby other than my mom. I got her into everything. But I'd say I'd like rely on online people, but ever since my tank crash, like people, yeah,
Hmm.
don't really
So
mess with me anymore. So
So what happened? What did they try to act like you lost your reef cred or something? Is that what happened?
yeah, no, exactly. They like I've been like getting a lot of like messages and comments like, "Oh, you're just gonna kill everything in your tank from now on," and I don't know, like crap. Like I made like one mistake, right, and like everybody.
People are assholes.
I know.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that they are, and the majority of them that do say stuff like that don't have a tank to prove anything. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right?
like everyone's had an issue. Nobody talks about their issues. Everyone's perfect, and they want to try to beat up somebody who shares it. I live that life every day on my channel, and whatever's going on with you, I've probably heard 20 times more. And I'll tell you, the best way to deal with it is to just keep it moving, right? Keep
Right?
grinding, and then just laugh at them whenever you show the end result of all the struggles and the trials, and you come out on top, and your tank ends up like you want. So yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Cheer up. Hold your
Oh,
head up. That's
there's
all
a comment.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it sucks. It's my first tank crash, and it's really weird that my first tank crash is like publicized online. So obviously, I'm gonna get like a bunch of haters because that's just the nature of social media. But yeah, I mean, I'm staying positive. I have big plans for everything, so it'll work out in the end. It'll work out.
It will. It definitely will. It just, it hurts the pockets a little bit. That's the only thing. Just hurts the pockets. I think my pockets hurt way more than my ego whenever I have
You don't
an
you don't
issue.
think about the pockets. That's my trick. You don't think about the
Uh, there you
pockets.
go. That's it. That's it. That's
Yeah.
all right. I mean, I'll tell you what. How do you how do you see yourself? Like, your channel. 'Cause I know you still growing. You still growing. I know you're bigger on Instagram than you are on YouTube. How do you see yourself? Are you someone that's trying to teach people, teach women, teach everyone, or are you just trying to share your tank, share your journey? You know, how are you seeing yourself, or at least how you want your channel to go?
Yeah. Okay, funny question because for the longest time I started my YouTube like a year ago, and I all that I saw on YouTube in this hobby was how to do this and how to do that and educational, like all educational. And I tried to do that myself for many videos, and it was so boring to me. And not only
Hmm.
that, I don't think I was very good at it because if you're gonna go YouTube how to do this, you're sure as hell not gonna look at my channel. I mean, who am I? So recently I've tried to go for like a whole like kind of vloggy style, like watch me do some stuff on my tank. And
Right.
I'm not trying to teach people. I'm not trying to educate. I'm just like just watch me while I do some stuff. And I I I still feel weird about it because I don't feel like anybody else is really doing the same thing in terms of YouTube, and it's hard most days because it's like I don't really have anyone to look up to in that sense. So um, I'm just trying to do stuff I like to do, which is more vloggy, not educational, and so far it's received a great response considering. But I feel like there's a whole thing on YouTube that's lacking. So it's all like how to do this, how to do that, but there's nobody that you just follow for them, I guess. So I'm trying to do something different, and it's
There you
weird.
go. There you go. I think uh, I think you're figuring it out. From what you've said, you're figuring it out. I think something I've seen a lot of people that start YouTube kind of do what you did, imitating or trying to find something to recreate, or something they think someone else is having success with, so they want to do it. When in reality, all that matters is what you like and what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like no matter what happens, as long as you like it, there's gonna be somebody else that likes it. That's literally what you said you do. That's all I've been doing on my channel for the last 4 years is just sharing my tank. I don't try to teach anyone. I may mistakenly teach someone by accident, but there's there's joy in doing it for yourself and just documenting your own journey to where you can look back on it. I wouldn't really worry about it. So, hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Keep vlogging and keep doing what you do. I'm telling you. That's good to know. That's good to know. I like hearing that you're figuring it out.
I know. It's weird though. It's kind of hard putting yourself out there on YouTube. I was gonna ask you about that. I'm sure you get a lot of. This is something I've been dealing with recently that's kind of gotten to me. But how do you deal with like the criticism and stuff, like putting yourself out there on social media, like not just YouTube, but man, maybe it's just me, but a lot of people hate on my stuff, and it's just sometimes it. How do you how do you deal with that?
Well, you develop a thick skin over time. I'll tell you that. Develop a thick skin. You know, expect people to do the things you're saying, and also defend yourself with filters and barriers and things to catch people before they can even get to you. That'll cut them off and block them. You know, YouTube, all your filters. I don't know if you had a chance to go through and set all your filters up and all those kind of things. That's an important thing. And then, not only did I develop a thick skin, I kind of developed ruthlessness, if you want to call it that, when it comes to trolls and people that want to say something bad. Half the time I don't even respond. Half the time I don't even give them a chance to say anything else. I just block them. Like no second chances, nothing. Um, and just focus on the energy, the good energy that people are giving you. You'll find that there's a lot of people that are rooting for you that you don't realize. And it's everybody in here that's watching, all the people that's watching, they're watching because they're rooting for you. I can assure you. So yeah, I tell you what, it comes with it, and just keep doing what you do. That's it. Yeah, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Just make sure you separate the hobby from personal life. I will say that. Okay. So I know you like doing the reef shows and all of that stuff, and you know interacting with people and all of that. Just be careful about how much you let people in, because the more access you give people to you as far as a personal level, the more those attacks may bother you. So that's one advice I'll say. Keep it separate. Keep the hobby and your life separate, 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 separate. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of difficult sometimes. Um,
All right.
but
Yeah. I believe she should be able to have super chats. I don't think you have your super chats turned on, do
Okay,
you?
well, you have to monetize off of YouTube, and I am one video away from monetizing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, and listen, this has all happened within the past 4 videos. Okay, so I should have been set to monetize a long time ago, but I took a year break off of YouTube. So the past 4 videos I've posted have gotten me to the point watch hour wise to monetize off of YouTube. But that whole hiatus off of everything like really screwed up my
Mm-hmm.
monetization stuff. So like the fact that I've even been able to almost monetize with just 4 videos posted within the past 2 weeks is pretty impressive. But yeah, I'm like 100 watch hours away from monetization, so I can't do super chat, you know?
It's coming.
Watch my
It's
videos.
coming.
Get me.
Right. Is that it? Is that the trademark?
Yes.
Is that all right? I need
Prime.
to I need to come up with something cool so people subscribe to me. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. But just like that. Oh man, people will laugh at me all day long. Somebody will probably
You
meme
do
me.
it. You
There's somebody in the chat right now. This guy named Pelfrey. Be careful, whatever you do. If he's in here, he will screen grab anything and turn it into a meme. Next
know.
thing you know,
You gotta make
he'll meme me on
you
some
go
website.
subscribe to my
Yeah,
channel. Like you gotta do.
something. Or someone's gonna meme me holding a chicken foot or something, because they call this the chicken foot in my tank. So I don't know. It is what it is. But all right, let's see. What's next?
What's next? Okay, you want
We got like 70 people in here watching. They chilling. Hopefully everyone's relaxing on this Monday afternoon.
okay, so tell me about your YouTube. How did you get started in this and like why? First,
Okay.
why?
All right. I'll tell you what. Damn, I've been on YouTube for I think like 5 years now making videos. It started from a great day at work. when we all got fired and laid off.
Oof.
I was laid off first time, no job ever in my life. And I started looking at YouTube and I started looking at fish tanks and I was like, man, this is pretty cool. And it was the freshwater side of the hobby. Um, and I decided to go buy me a tank and I set up an African cichlid tank. A 75 gallon and Bona tank actually is what it was.
No way.
Um, Started making videos. I was scared to talk. I was nervous. I didn't know how to edit. My videos were literally just pointing and shooting the tank, not saying a word, and then turning it off. That was it. Those was my first videos. So I was like you. I mean, I was like, man, these guys making cool videos. Let me see if I can make it like them. And I tried to make it like them. And then I was like, I don't like how they making videos. So let me make my videos based off all the things I don't like about their videos. So then I developed my own style of videos from that. And it just kind of snowballed. It snowballed into, the freshwater hobby, then getting into saltwater, and then a couple of the bigger channels out there seen my tanks and my videos, and we're like, hey, this guy's pretty cool to watch. We like listening to him. Check his channel out. I got a shout out. Like every great channel, I'll tell you what, every channel that's huge right now, um, got a shout out to help them out along the way. At some point in time, I was no different. I was around 300 subscribers. Someone shouted me out, got to 1,000, and then my channel just kind of took off. But yeah, ultimately, I just started YouTube because I wanted to share my tanks, and you know, I found that I was pretty creative with the aesthetic value as far as how making tanks look good, and you know, the aquascapes and the color schemes and all of that. That's something I've always had a great eye for. I like decorating too. Shh, don't tell nobody. I'm a man that likes decorating. So what? Whatever. But um, that was a part of the hobby that I always enjoyed. I just never had the science of the hobby down starting off. So once I start figuring out both of those, I'm still not there yet. I'm better than I used to be. But once I start figuring out those, just making videos and making videos and making videos, and here it is. Now I will tell you, um, the monetizing and the money part of the YouTube thing is awesome, but it starts slow. There's thresholds you have to hit, the payouts. You'll find that you're getting a payout once every 6 months, and then it'll turn into once every 5 months, then it'll turn into once every 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, and then before you know it, you're getting a payout every single month. But it takes time.
Oh yeah.
So
Don't get me wrong, I'm not doing
yeah,
YouTube for the monetization at all. Because I know like it would take years until I'm like making anything worth my time. I just do it for fun. I think that's what
there you go.
it should be about.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't
Mhm.
nothing wrong with that at all. You are fine. And what's everybody keep messing with me for? I'm sorry. Have y'all not seen me smile before? Do I not smile? Relax,
Oh my god.
relax, people. God, see,
If I
you
had
see
to
what you're
spell
doing?
for you. What? I'm making no.
That's
Mhm.
all right. But I would say, I'll tell you what, I love trying to help everyone grow if I can. I did it's a channel appetizer series I started on my channel a few years ago to where I feature a smaller channel and try to get them to blow them up. You know,
It's like a pity
uh,
party for me.
hey, well, not
Like a pity
really.
party.
I don't I don't think it's gonna blow you up. I don't think it is, but I'll tell you what, whoever did not know about you knows about you now. At least the ones that have come over from my channel. So there you go. Hey, let me guess what. The guys that, came over here and joined the stream just out of curiosity because you didn't know, do me a favor, everybody hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Ask the question.
Now you know.
There you go. Now y'all know. And maybe we can get her in on an appetizer video. Maybe we can. I don't know. Do you want to be an appetizer? Let me ask
An
that.
advertiser?
Appetizer, yes. Do you want to be an appetizer?
Of what? I feel like I should.
Oh, mm.
What?
A channel appetizer where I feature your channel. What kind of appetizer do you think I'm talking about?
I don't know. Well, I
Oh goodness.
my channel all day. Like, geez.
Okay. All right. All right. But you know what? We're gonna give it some time. We're gonna let you keep building things back up in your tank and all of that. And then maybe we can get you in as an appetizer and I'll feature your channel.
Right? The
I
cool
think we can do that.
club.
I think we can do that. So all it'll be listen to everybody crazy. Laughing. But all I would need is just some clips of your tank, just 15-second clips. You don't have to do anything besides send me the raw footage. I'll edit it. I'll voice over it. I'll throw some music on. Talk about your tank, just like you would if it was your tank, and basically, you know,
Yeah,
tell
but
everybody about it.
my tank crashed.
It's okay. Hey,
Let me
I'm getting ready to drop a video.
see.
Wait till I drop this video on mine. I'm gonna drop it. I don't know what the title is gonna be, but it's gonna involve something along the lines of all my fish died. And I want you to kind of stop by my channel if you get a chance and check out the comments on that video. And you'll see that the hate is universal. It's not, it's not current if you're a small channel, a big channel, a man or a woman. People are gonna hate. I don't care. It is what it is. I'm gonna share what happened, and I'm gonna share my plan for moving forward. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. All right. Let me see. Everybody saying give her a good plug. Melissa Scott, CJ, smooth as sandpaper. These guys are silly. Yeah, my channel's name is CJ's Aquarium. For those that don't know, 65-gallon JBJ all-in-one aquarium is what I have, and you have an all-in-one too as well, right?
Yep. Yep, I do. I
What
don't know
kind
how
you
to
got?
pump yet.
You never had a sump?
Never had a pump.
That's, don't tell nobody.
I'm
It's all right.
telling you.
Hey, I started with no sump. How do you like it? Is that the biggest? Is that the biggest tank you've had?
That's the biggest tank I've had, 40 gallons. So
Okay.
I know.
Hey,
I had
nothing wrong with it.
a 9-gallon BioCube before this, so I'm coming up.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing I figured out. Bigger ain't always better.
Mm-mm. That's the truth.
There she go. See,
That's the
she
truth.
she agrees. She agrees. She agrees. So listen, I've had a 120-gallon was the tank I had before this one. I went from a 37-gallon cube to a JBJ 45 to a 120-gallon. Now I'm back to a 65, and I'll tell you, having a bigger tank has meant absolutely nothing as far as the enjoyment I've been able to have in the hobby. I think all a bigger tank does is just give you more as far as space to have bigger fish. You know what I'm saying?
And it's
Um,
like a lot of a trouble during a water change.
hell of a lot more trouble doing a water change. I mean, yeah, huge. I mean, literally 50-gallon water changes is what I was doing on that tank when I first started it. That's the whole water volume of your system right now.
I
So yeah, I think a smaller tank takes more skill, to be honest, because you're limited as far as what you can put in. You got to be more particular with your coral placement, the fish you select. You got to be way more meticulous. You have less room for error. So I think you being successful with your 40-gallon is as good, if not better, than someone doing it with a huge tank. That's just me, you know.
thank you.
So there you go. There you go.
Oh my gosh, these people are like, you need to drink your tank. But honestly,
Okay.
I like the middle tanks. You get to fill them up faster and a
Hmm.
lot more work week to week, I guess. But it's all worth it.
What do you do to take care of yours? Lay out your maintenance. I'm curious. What kind of stuff?
Okay. Okay.
And you're doing this all on your own, right? It ain't no secret man in the background taking care of your tank.
Oh my gosh, I wish. I wish. I wish there was somebody taking care of my tank like every week. No. Okay, so I test my water twice a week. Midweek, I test with Panda checkers because they're really like quick and easy. Once a week, I sit down and test sulfur. I do a water change once a week, clean the glass and clean all of the equipment. So I clean out my skimmer, clean out my filter balls, clean out all of that junk, and honestly, that's it.
Hmm.
I feel like
I
it
mean,
should be more, but
yeah. Well, you doing that weekly?
yeah, weekly.
That is a lot. You do more than me, to be honest. I hate to admit it. I don't do that much on mine. Huh.
But that's
Well,
the best part though. Is I don't know.
I
I
know.
like okay, so I miss you know how everybody in this hobby starts out with fresh water and then they go to salt.
Okay, I lost you for a minute.
That's why I completely skipped freshwater. I had a freshwater tank for like maybe a month or two, but I was like, no, no, this is boring.
Hang on a second. I think you're breaking up.
You're good.
Okay, are you back? I think you're back.
Yes.
I think I lost your signal for a second. Okay, there you go. All right, you back. Can you say that again? Because I missed it. And when you went robot-y and then you went fast and it just kind of
Oh yeah,
paused
my
over.
power went out today and my internet's been really weird. But I only had fresh water for about 2 months because I was sitting there testing my freshwater tank parameters like twice a week. Like doing like it was just absurd. I was like, this is too boring. I have to switch to salt. And I don't know, I like salt because I don't think I could ever be interested in anything if I didn't have to do anything to it weekly. Like honestly, like that's why I like nano tanks and you just I'm
I
weird.
feel you. That's why I switched from my Mbuna tank to saltwater because it got easy. It was so easy it became boring. And
Right.
then marine, you creating this, this biotope that starts from copepods and goes all the way to huge fish and everything in between. So you literally are building your own world in a tank. What did you learn? Like what happened? How did you end up in saltwater? Because it's not a lot of women in saltwater. Like how did this happen?
I know. I know. I still don't understand why that's a thing. But how it happened was I was an undergrad and my roommate was like, let's get a goldfish. Fast forward, I researched everything about freshwater tanks, started my little freshwater, but then like I was doing way too much maintenance on this freshwater. I was like doing a very strict water change once a week or whatever, testing the water like 2 or 3 times a week. And the goal was always kind of salt water. Like, have some videos on my YouTube channel about how if you look at my freshwater tank, all of like it had all of these fake corals in it. So it looked like a fake reef tank. I mean, that was always the end goal. I loved corals, but I just when I first started that freshwater tank, I just thought I wasn't capable. And the more I started learning about freshwater and saltwater, the more I realized, hey, I am totally capable. And after that, it was kind of like a shot in the dark. Like, let me try this
Right.
out. And I mean, but don't get me wrong. Like before I got my first saltwater tank, I probably researched like no dice, like not even lying, like 5 to 6 hours every single day, like about everything. I was so scared to start a saltwater tank because of everything you're told about saltwater tanks. Like they're too difficult. You have to be like a marine biologist. All of these myths that keep persisting about saltwater tanks. But I finally took the plunge and I did it and I realized, hey, this isn't as bad as I thought. And yeah,
Right.
so
That's awesome. That's awesome. Let me ask you this. I guess have you gotten any of your tanks to the point to where you feel like you were satisfied or it was finished or you made it, so to speak? Have you gotten that far yet?
oof, okay. Because I'm never satisfied with my tank, so that's a difficult question. But the BioCube that I had prior to this tank was the first tank I was like, okay, this is a complete tank. I don't know what to do with this anymore. I mean, the tank physically was packed. I could not add anything new. So at that point, I was like, okay, this is a complete tank. Let me move on to the next. But I can't say I've ever felt like, I don't know,
Right.
like,
Like it was done. I got you. I
right.
see what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right.
I would have done things so differently because that was my first saltwater tank. And I was so into like euphilia and just stuff that moves.
Mm-hmm.
People would have done things a lot differently going back now, but it was the first tank I like completed. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I've been in the hobby for a while, had a bunch of tanks, and I still love things that move. I ain't gonna lie. I got to have the little corals that's moving and swaying and, showing activity in the tank. I got to see it. But the reason I asked you that is because when I tore down my last tank, I kind of had to reflect on it, and I was like, how am I judging the success of my tank? How am I judging the success of my journey in the hobby? Am I judging it based off a tank being completed, or am I judging it off something else? And I realized the better way to judge it is how much you've learned with that tank, that particular system. So if you was to judge each tank based off the amount you've learned through the journey of that tank, would you say it was successful?
That is so deep. That is so deep. Um, yeah, I guess with the BioCube, I didn't know what I was doing. It was my first tank, so I learned so much really quickly. But I'd say with this tank, if you're judging it by that criteria, I haven't learned anything. So maybe this tank is a failure.
Mm-mm.
I
I
biggest
wouldn't.
threat,
I wouldn't say that. You learn how to persevere. You learn how to handle adversity, right?
yeah.
Just saying. Just saying. Don't sell yourself short. I don't know. I'm not a, glass half empty kind of guy. I'm not. But yeah, I didn't mean to jump in there on you, but I want to make sure I mentioned that as you was continuing. But yeah, where are you at on this tank as far as if you were to judge it off of that, where do you think you're gonna go with it? You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
What do you think what's the next obstacle that you see in the future for that tank? If you don't know yet, that's cool too. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you're in uncharted waters, you don't know, right? But I was just curious.
I had a vision for this tank once upon a time. Um, it sounds so stupid to say right now, though. It was kind of like a couple months ago. I was like, I'm gonna make the most obnoxious reef tank of all time. You know what I mean? Like it was in my head. Like I'm gonna fill this little tank up with as much fire, with as much like expensive, rare corals as I can find. And that was the whole goal for everything. So for a lot of the time with starting this tank, I was really, I don't know how to put it. Um, yeah, just trying to fill it up with the rare,
Everything.
the great,
Right.
right? And then after everything died and having all those nice, rare, expensive,
Right.
whatever corals die on me, kind of like a slap in the face. It's like, is that really going to be my goal going on from now on? Like it
Right.
was such a, whew, it was so difficult to go through losing all that. It made me really reconsider what I want to do with this tank because I realized it's not about showing off. It's not about proving who I am to social
Hmm.
media, right? Because like a lot of that was based on my image on social media, right? I
Yep.
wanted to be the girl like who just has the sickest tank who came from
Right. Right.
and
I
it
feel
was
you.
all like a clout thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
For the longest time, it was like, look at my corals, like I'm the queen. Like it was just so stupid. Like it was so stupid. And like now I can't, I don't know how I'm going to answer that question, because as much as I'm drawn to these nice corals and everything, it's no longer about clout. Like, it's not.
Yep.
Like, I really, like, I've stopped caring about what people think of me. And I still get comments like, "You're the queen, you should change your name, you know, because you killed everything, yada yada yada." And it's like, I don't know how to
Well,
explain it, but I just stopped caring. It's,
well,
I just want to make a tank that's for me and not for what I perceive people want to see it for. It's not about clout anymore.
well, I'm hoping that everyone watching and everyone that didn't know heard that what you said. What you said right there, that was the real queen. That was the real Stephanie, right?
Yeah,
Right there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And the real is what makes people respect you. The real is what makes people want to watch you. That's all I've tried to do is be real. I think that's probably why I've been able to kill as much stuff as I've had and still continue to grow. As far as the channel and hobby and stuff, because people being able to relate to you, not because you're acting like someone else, but because of who you are. You're the same person right now as you are, when you do a video and you're putting your makeup on. You know what I'm saying? Or whenever you're going to the LFSs or whatever it is. I think just being real and being who you are, and it's amazing that you recognized it so early. You recognized it so early what you was doing and what you need to be doing for you to be happy, right? It's
right.
more natural and it's real. So I think this tank is going to be your best work yet, not because of what's in the tank, but because of what the changes are is happening in you. See what I'm saying? So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody shout out to Queen. Shout out to the Queen. I like this girl. I like this girl, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. More
No,
it's more than
it's really
it's more than
easy
just
to
the
fall
pretty
into
face, y'all. She has more than just the pretty face. There you go.
yeah. I mean, it's really hard to not fall into that trap, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's hard, but
Awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. Okay. All right. I got a little heavy. Got a little deep. Let's lighten it up. Let's let's lighten it up.
just line it up.
Hey, somebody from the comments, go ahead and drop some questions, guys. Everybody's chilling. Everybody's saying I'm cool. Listen, I'm not. Hey, I'm just a guy with a cell phone and a Be Easy mug with no sauce. It's empty. I need to put some more sauce in here. But listen, I'm just a normal guy. I keep trying to tell everybody. I don't know. It is what it is. No matter all the bad stuff you heard about me, don't believe it. I'm not
Okay,
that
I
bad.
have
I
a question
promise you.
now. What did you think about me if you saw anything before I reached out to you to do this video?
Uh,
Spill the tea.
okay. If I was to be honest, I was like, damn, this girl looks pretty dope. Let me go look at her tank. And then I was like, okay, she's pretty big on Instagram with these pictures and stuff, but Instagram doesn't tell me enough. So I went over to your YouTube because a snapshot is different than a video. You know what I'm saying? A video has more context to it. It has more information. So I was like, she looks like she doesn't really know what she wants to do yet. Is really how I felt, to be honest. Seriously, that was it.
That's
Um,
funny.
but I subscribed. I definitely I still subscribed because I wanted to just kind of tag along and see what was going on. But um, it definitely was not what I feel like now. I will say that after just having this 50-minute conversation with you. So it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, like, how
There you
did
go.
you, I don't know. Why did you feel like that wasn't, I don't know, me?
You kind of reminded me of some of the other channels I've seen. Uh, I think there was another one out there. Is it Mindy's? Mindy's Reef or something like that? It's another woman that has a channel out there, and you all's channels kind of seemed similar, I guess. Um, but not similar. Now, to be honest, I'll tell you this: I'm always a little skeptical whenever I come across a new channel on YouTube as far as what their purpose is. Um, are they trying to teach, or are they just trying to clout chase? Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's literally there are some differences. Or is it someone that's just trying to share their journey? And if they are going to try to be a teacher, then if they're teaching anything, I'll look at their tank to see if they know what the hell they're doing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Rico says, the business card, right?
Mhm.
So if I see it's a channel that looks like they're trying to be a teacher, and their business card is not worthy of them being a teacher, then I automatically label them as something that is going to be, it's not going to make it past a year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it kind of I wasn't really sure which way you was going to go with it, but now
I mean, with the whole
after,
like, sexy girl
yeah,
super thing, right?
yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
I'm being honest,
Yeah. No.
but
Whole conversation about that because that's yeah.
yeah, yeah. So and I'll tell you what, you know, I've heard the real, so it's all good. And when you was on your Instagram and you was talking about, you know, my tank crash and stuff, I kind of dropped some nuggets in there, like go ahead and talk about it, speak your truth, get it out your chest, and all of that, because I think anyone that has the ability to confess their mistakes automatically legitimizes themselves to me. You know what I'm saying? Because that made you real right there on the spot. Anyone that's trying to teach that's afraid to admit that, I can see that away. I can see that a mile away. So, end of the day, it don't matter what I thought. It matters what you think.
Like I feel for you for like wondering that though, because I'm still like to this day trying to find where I fit in this hobby. Because you know, with girls, like to build up my Instagram as unfortunate as this is, I had to kind of exploit the only thing I had going for me, right? You know, girl reefer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so not me though. It's so not me. And which is why I kind of took a huge turn with this YouTube and everything and just trying to be the goofy,
Hmm.
I'm not trying to teach, I'm just trying to have fun thing.
Yeah.
Um, but it's so hard being as a woman in this hobby. I don't hate saying that though, because it's like
Yeah. It's a reality.
easiest way to get there. Sexy, like I still look at videos online of other woman reefers who are successful.
Hmm.
I'm not going to name names, but
Right.
the whole thing about those videos and why they're more watched than mine is because they look a hell of a lot sexy, more sexy
Hmm.
than I do.
Right.
And I always feel like so much pressure. Like, should I just go the sexy route and know that's going to be successful no matter what? Or do I just be myself? And like, it's always like really hard. It's really hard, and I wish it didn't have to be this way, but it is.
It's not, because you figured it out now. You know the answer to that question now. You know the answer. Being yourself, right?
Do I
And
though?
just and
Do I
just
though?
well,
Because I know if that was a lot sexier on my videos, I'd be getting a hell of a lot more more subscribers, more
that's
views,
so
and,
that's okay.
but
Well,
that's about being
that
myself.
means you're getting a
Yeah,
whole lot of subscribers that are wanting to look at you and mute the audio and just watch you while they, you know what I'm saying?
no, I,
Seriously,
no,
you
I,
know,
yeah.
quantity versus quality is what it is. I mean, I can go out there and get sponsors and do a free giveaway on my channel every single week. You know, giveaways, 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 right? It wouldn't cost me a thing. I would get a ton of subscribers. But when I drop a video about something, I'd only have 1,000 people watching. I have 50,000 subscribers. How does that make sense? Right? So, quantity over quality. Sometimes forget about the number. It's more about the people who's watching you, man. It would be great if you had 2,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers that are loyal subscribers to what you're doing and have your best interests in mind. So,
Right.
when you look at it like that,
Very
yeah, forget all
recently,
that.
because God, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I was breaking down, like comparing myself to these other girls in reefing, we're just getting so much more attention. I
Yeah.
realized at the end of the day, I'm being myself, and
Yeah.
that makes me, even if I don't get nearly enough views because I'm not wearing some skimpy crop top or something, like
Right.
I'm recording this, like at least like I'm being genuine.
Girl, I'm
Or
gonna tell you right now,
right?
you don't need a crop top on. Even right now, you would attract anyone in the chat. You see what I'm saying? So you don't even worry about that. You're fine. All right. Just be you, and you're on the right track. I think you will be fine. But now I'm curious. Let me flip that question on you.
Do it.
CJ's Aquariums. Y'all think you met me on Instagram, probably on Rico's channel or something. What was your first thought before you clicked my videos and all of that? Besides, this guy needs some milk.
What was my first impression? It's not going to be that like great. So
Be honest. Be honest. Openly honest right here. Don't sugarcoat it. It don't got to be
I'm not
politically
a
correct. Say it.
sugarcoater. Always say the way it is. But I started watching Rico like accidentally. Um, and from Rico, I knew about you because you were always in the chats, always mentioned. And really, the only thing I knew about you was you had this deep, seductive ASMR voice. ASMR. It's literally all I knew. And then I like watched your videos. It's like he does have an ASMR voice, but that's about as deep as it went. I mean, like
That's fine.
God, but
That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I like that because that gave you the opportunity to hang out and chat with me now to really find out, right?
right.
So,
And let's put it this way: you do have an ASMR voice.
ah, goodness. You know what? I really don't sound like it's for real. In person, I squeal like a little, teenage boy. I really don't talk deep like this.
Well, I wouldn't know
So
because you don't go to any shows apparently.
I'm gonna I'm gonna venture out. I'm gonna step outside my box. There's only one reefer that I actually hopped in the car and went to go meet, and that was Rico. I drove 5.5 hours just to go hang out with Rico. That was the only person I've ever hung out with on YouTube. Period. That's the only person that's ever met me. The only person that ever met my family, kids, all that kind of stuff. Right.
Yeah,
So that was it. I'm a very reserved guy. Believe it or not, I really am. I stay in my bubble, but I am gonna step out and I'm gonna go to this barbecue at Tidal Gardens and hang out with some people. So are you gonna be there?
dang,
Are you gonna make it up from
it's like
Texas?
in Ohio. Like that's
You
so
gonna come
far
up north?
from me, huh?
Are you gonna come up north? You gonna come up?
It's in Ohio. It's far away from me.
I know.
I live in Dallas. It's like
I know.
way, yeah, way
Nice.
far away.
Yeah, but didn't you fly to California?
I did fly to California, but that's closer than Ohio.
Is it
Yeah,
Texas, California? I guess depending on which part you went to. It's
yeah.
all good. It's
I
all good.
want to, but I don't know.
Hmm. All right. Listen, everybody. Hey, you guys relax in the chat. Goodness gracious. Can a male reefer talk to a female reefer without any funny business going on? Is it
Impossible.
possible? Is
Impossible.
it possible? Everyone's saying feeling a reef date. Listen, I've been on a reef date for the last hour. Haven't you guys been paying attention? All right, you guys got to relax. It takes
All right,
time.
can I make
This
this
takes time.
clickbait? Can I make this clickbait, girl? No, seriously. DJ
What'd you say?
Aquariums.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Here we go. But I don't know. I guess we're getting close to what we said we was gonna stop at. That went by quick, didn't it? Didn't that time go by quick?
It does. It always goes by.
It does. So what is the last? I guess if we was to try to wrap this up, what's the last kind of questions, last topics, and something you wanna cover?
So that's
Anything. Go ahead. Listen, this is the time. Everyone's all warmed up. All the nervousness is gone. You're relaxed. You're a little Wine done kicked in.
Um, I asked you the most dramatic of my questions, so
That's
got
it.
anything good for me?
Mm.
Anything ever want to ask me today? Any?
Oh goodness.
Hit me with that scandalous stuff.
Oh, she's ready. She's ready for the scandalous.
I'm ready.
Oh, oh man. I tell you what, we're gonna save that for after we go off the air. It's like it's time to wrap this up.
Oh, okay. All right.
Last final words.
Last final words. Thank you for joining me.
There y'all go. And y'all be easy. Catch you guys on the next random stream. Man, we might have to do this again one day.
Oh
What you
yeah.
guys think?
I'm going to talk you into this again.
Okay, that's awesome. All right. Well, we're gonna end it here. All you have to do is hit that stop broadcast button, and it'll take us off the air.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining.